2050.
You gotta go with the futuristic aspect of the game.
Can I ask you, what are some of the bigger differences that we're going to be seeing in 2050 that we saw in the first MMO?
Oh, so some of the bigger differences, we can kind of show the class skill tree. You can kind of see some of the gameplay here. Each class has 3 unique abilities now instead of just 1. And you can use these abilities to enhance your gameplay, and also you can swap between classes on the fly. So as you're playing, you can swap between the Assault, the Assassin, Combat Medic, Guardian, and also the new Demolitionist that we're showing today.
Oh, so you're not locked into one class. You're free reign to go.
Exactly. So you level up your character, but then also you can choose and level up your classes individually. So like I'm a level 20 Assassin, but I can swap to a Guardian and start leveling that up instead.
Oh, wow.
But you have to swap, though. You can't, like, level them up in succession together?
You can't level them up at the same time, but yeah. But if you can always swap to your class on the fly.
But I can swap, like, right now.
So if you swap, though, say, like, to a level 20 or level 10 something, would you still get the benefits of the previous class that you had? Or do you, it's like purely you switch to like almost a new character entirely?
You still have the same weapons and stuff, but your abilities will be at a lower level.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right, PvE is huge. It made this game very successful when it comes to the big Bob monsters and stuff like that. What changes have you made from PvE from the past and now?
So we're keeping those same arc falls. That's the most fun event, like kind of you're going and doing missions and stuff like that. So when you're playing and there's random arc falls that will spawn and you can fight enemies and stuff like that. And we're looking to grow the end game content in the future and listening to player feedback. So.
Awesome. So constantly listening to player feedback is huge, especially when it comes to MMO. Added content is towards the end. I know the big thing that we've all been wanting to see or talk about, maybe we can hear, is raids.
Yeah, we're definitely we're working on those. It's in development. We're focusing on, for launch, kind of like getting a really strong base core gameplay, letting players level up, and by the time they're ready to go for raids, we're going to have newer end game fresh story missions and stuff like that.
Well, I like that a lot. You know, we're talking about in gameplay, which is really important, and you're talking about that we want to have communication from these players. There's a open beta going to be available soon, correct?
Yes, yes. So open beta for PC is going to be June 22nd to the 25th. So anyone's welcome to hop in and play. And we're also on Steam if people prefer that. We can go to our website, tronworlds.com, find us there.
That's a great opportunity for the community members to really tell you now what they're thinking. What have they been asking for since you've had the closed beta?
Some of the things we've made from the closed beta, there are some nice auto loot suggestions that they made. So when you go around picking up items, you'll automatically collect some things. But rare items will stay there so you can kind of look at them, and you can even auto equip them if you want to. We made a lot of quality of life changes as well. Grenades now go on cooldown instead of having charges. So it's much easier, you can throw them out whenever you feel like it. And crosshairs themselves, they kind of tell you there's a color indicator when you're in range of something if you're actually going to hit it.
Okay, great. So during the beta, where can players actually leave feedback and stuff? Because I know that's pretty important, and what format can they do it in?
So as a community manager, I'm always checking forums, Discord, Twitter, Facebook, anywhere you want to leave feedback it's open to me and I'll check it. So.
Okay, awesome. The longevity is a big thing that's in MMOs. So people you have your people that casually play and they like to enjoy the process over months. You have people that just want to get straight to the end, bust out the end content.
Oh, yeah.
So what kind of counters to longevity are you trying to put in place to extend the gameplay for both casual and hardcore players?
So kind of like the classic Defiance, we're adding events to Defiance 2050, so expect monthly updates, stuff like that. And we're also adding new classes, so people, when they're leveling up something, they'll be kind of like, oh, I want to check out this Crusader class or Engineer class that we're kind of teasing right now in the future.
New classes.
Yeah.
A big part of MMOs is obviously the multi-massive part of it.
Yes.
How many players can be on one server? How many players can be on a team or a raid, stuff like that?
So generally for groups, you can do, like this mission is the solo mission right here. You can do the solo or you can do it up to 4 people. For like arc falls and major arc falls and events and stuff, world dynamic events, you can have up to 50 or even 100 people just gathered
dozens
around.
And dozens.
Yeah.
Did you guys make any changes for server? Like, did you up the capacity to handle that type of optimization when you have that many things happen on the screen at once?
Definitely, especially with the graphical overhaul that we did. It looks smoother, it runs smoother, and especially now that we're on PS4 and Xbox One, we upgraded a few things there.
Okay. Does this have controller support for PC?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
so you can
great.
even swap right now. If you want to play on PC, you can swap it. We even have, you can change it in the settings. You can swap to controller.
Especially when it's a
UI.
shooter, right? People
Right.
love playing shooters
Yeah,
on
yeah.
controllers.
How easy is it to get in a party? I know like friends lists and stuff like that. Have you guys made any changes for that as well? Because things of the past, the way you used to open friends lists and stuff, people want instant gratification, instant satisfaction.
Yeah. So you can even just find nearby people and add them to your friends list pretty easily, and we kind of streamline stuff like that. We also made some kind of clan changes, so you
Okay.
can have a whole guild or clan that's for your group, and just go to player and just kind of warp to them. Very easy.
Sweet. Can you tell me a little bit about the UI we're seeing? Obviously, we have the mini map in the right, top right corner, but the top left corner, what's going on there?
All right, so you can see that she's level 50, so that's the max level. She has 898 power up in the top left, and that's kind of like your power level.
Power level is in like strength or your gun strength?
It's a little bit of both. So it's your weapons, your gear, everything kind of averaged out. Your grenades, stuff like that. All of that's been added up and kind of averaged. So you're about 900 power level there.
Okay.
And,
Would there
uh,
ever be an instance where, say, you want obviously something around 900, but then you get something that has a unique stat to it that's a lot lower level? Would you ever want to lower your like points for stats?
So I can actually speak to
Yeah.
that. We've got this optimal item rating system going on behind the scenes. So let's say you get a prototype weapon. Those are unique weapons. And you get it at, let's say, well, whenever you get it, it's going to be at that power rank. Because they make it so it's going to drop at around your optimal
Okay.
item rating. But let's say you keep it for a long time. With prototypes, which are the unique weapons, you can then go buy them back at your current power rate. So yeah,
Cool.
we want to make
Okay.
sure that you can play how you want to play.
Definitely.
Now speaking towards, that's pretty funny how you say that, play how you want to play. When it comes to raids, I know there's a lot of people that take raids pretty seriously. Like, do you have different levels of raids, like an entry level, medium, and maybe even a hardcore? Or are you thinking about doing that?
Oh yeah, we are definitely working on more endgame content for like higher level players, but we
Okay.
do have stuff along the way. So as you're leveling up, there's stuff towards your level, like level 10s, etc.
Okay. Revisiting content, is there any massive reward to that? So, for instance, the arc drops. Did I say that right?
The
Arc
Arc Falls.
Arc falls,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it, the arc falls. Different levels of those as well, dropping epic loot and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So there's just the normal arc falls, and also there's different scaling for arc falls. So you can see, like, if it's 5 skulls, you might want to stay away from it. But
Okay.
if it's 1 skull, maybe you could do it. And if it's no skulls, then it's like, okay, this is my level. And also there's major arc falls, which are kind of like a cluster of arc falls, and it usually requires like a dozen of people to help kind of defeat the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome. One thing I always like look forward to in MMOs is houses. I know not every MMO has them, especially not in launch. But is that something you guys are thinking about? Maybe a base for a guild?
That would be a cool idea. There's a lot of customization for your character, so like outfits and stuff like that, and also vehicles, which I really find fun.
Yeah.
Just driving around and kind of cool custom vehicles and stuff.
Is there a way to do combat in a vehicle?
You can run stuff over.
Oh, that works.
That's the best way.
Oh my goodness. So when it comes to the overall feel of the game, I see many improvements, especially over shoulder camera, the impact of the weapons, the sound. What else are you going to try to add that people have been asking for along the way when it comes to the actual player interaction with NPCs and with each other?
Let me see. Like what do you mean in particular? Like,
For instance, so I'm trying to give you a scenario. When
we
A
kind
player
of
versus-
we kind of like optimize a lot of things to
Right.
make it more streamlined. So if you're going through menus and stuff, we made it a lot easier to kind of figure out what things are and how to do them. And we always listen to player feedback for weapons and things like that and
Right.
balance.
So I guess I'm talking about more of like in a combat sense. What have they been asking for that you guys have been looking for putting in the game?
As far as like more like end game stuff and raids and content stuff
Yeah,
like
like
that. more-
PvP or anything.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
We're gonna keep PvP, and also with PvP, with the new classes, it's really interesting to see how that's gonna play out with the new abilities and stuff that people are gonna play with.
Is there going to be a leaderboard for ranked or PvP?
That'd be pretty cool.
I know I want to be the
Yeah.
best and let everyone
Something
else
to
know that
definitely
I'm the
think
best.
about. And we are making a lot of changes based on player feedback.
Okay.
So if they want more PvE stuff, we'll try to focus on that. If they want PvP stuff, we may go in that direction.
I don't know if I've missed this, but have we talked about the Valor program?
Oh, we haven't. So if you played Defiance, this is our way to show appreciation to players. But basically all your purchases and your pursuits, which are missions that you completed in Defiance, will be converted into Valor. And Valor is exclusive rewards like skins and outfits and stuff that you'll get in Defiance 2050 based on the stuff that you accomplished in Defiance.
That's super cool.
Well, we have many ways to get many things